Hey guys, what's cracking? Welcome back to the channel, and this is the iPhone 16 Pro, which I acquired literally a day before the iPhone 17 series was released in the Philippines. And the main selling point of me getting this is mainly to have that sense of upgrade, but not going overboard in getting the latest and greatest of what Apple brings to the table. And personally, I feel it was a very smart move because it was more practical as opposed to spending top dollar just for the same thing. And of course, just like any iPhone, the most common thing most people do nowadays is to get a case. So I was able to acquire a few cases from Benks, which I believe is one of their few unique cases that is currently available for the series as well as for the 17 and anything below the 16 as well. I'm actually using this slim type case from Signet, and while it gets the job done for the most part, it doesn't actually have that sense of comfort or ease of mind that it will protect your device, plus the MagSafe is relatively weak. So I wanted to see what others brought to the table. So let's first talk about the Armor Vichi case. This is basically an aramid fiber case that is inspired by Vichi plaid. So this is basically like a type of fabric that is often used for clothing and style and fashion. So the Armor Vichi brings structure, lightness, and timeless charm in a modern form factor. Though I wouldn't recommend this if you're the type of person who tends to drop your phone, because this is more of a scratch type of case as opposed to a drop type of case. If, however, you're not that particular and you're totally fine with having to drop your phone every now and then without worrying about the dents and all that stuff, and you want to have that natural feel of the buttons clicking on your phone, then this might be a good fit for you. It comes in two color options, black and red. And one thing worth mentioning, you're gonna have to put in a bit of patience and effort in slapping this case on because it was that tough. Removing the case is relatively easier. Just a subtle FYI for anyone who's considering a slim case for their iPhone. Next we have is the MagClap Billiz cooling case for the iPhone 16 Pro. Essentially what this is it's designed for those consumers who buys iPhones for gaming. And we all know that any iPhone released prior from the 17 doesn't have any type of cooling mechanism that would cool down the iPhone, especially for extensive gaming. Or if, let's say, you're shooting video in 4K for 30 minutes or so. We all know that iPhones tend to heat up relatively quick. So this type of case is designed to absorb that heat, making your device sustain performance for the longer duration. Unlike other cooling cases that you can find in the market, the Billiz case is following the same suit as the aramid fiber case from Benks. So this is still considered a thin type of case where, as you can see, the sides, the top and bottom are all bare and it just covers the back and some portions of the side. One thing I do like about this case, however, is that despite the whole gamer thing where usually it's being associated to something thick and bulky, this case alone paired with the iPhone 16 Pro doesn't feel that it added any weight to it. So it feels very natural despite its gamer aesthetics. And lastly, we have the Lucen Pro series. This is basically one of the popular in-demand cases from Benks that is made available for the iPhone 17 series, the 16, the 15, the 14, and so on. And the reason why this is such a hit and popular case from Benks is the fact that, for one, it's transparent. So it lets whatever color your iPhone is shine through the case. Secondly, because of the material that they use to create this case, it doesn't turn yellow as quick as other brands in the market. Despite the price tag, it still maintains its clarity for the extended period. I still have this same case on my Galaxy S24, which I've been using for the past 6 months to a year, and the case still remains clear and transparent. One interesting take for the Lucen Pro, specifically for the 16 series and beyond, is the fact that this one comes with a camera control button. Although with the camera control button though, I feel like there's going to be a bit of an extra learning curve versus just you using the regular camera control button, because as you can see on the footage, there are certain taps or swipes that it doesn't register right off the bat, and it requires a bit of dexterity just to get it properly working. So probably something you'd want to invest time with. And that's pretty much 3 of the best cases I could recommend coming from Benks for your iPhone 16 Pro. Please do note that these cases are also available for the iPhone 17 series, as well as for any of the iPhones released previously. Now, if you fancy any of these cases or you're looking to get some form of discount in getting a brand new case from Benks, I'll drop the links in the description down below. You can also use my promotional code to get a 15% discount upon checking out. So that's basically it for my case feature for the iPhone 16 Pro. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or inquiries. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next. I wanna taste the pain. I think I'm seeing all